Hi, I'm Matt Downing with Sterling-Lancaster Community Television here at the Animal Shelter Inc. with Melissa Snitzer, the shelter manager. Today we're going to be talking about kitten care.
This is Chiffon. She's a female domestic medium hair mix, and she is about 8 weeks old. She's very affectionate and very playful, and she's just super friendly with everyone. She would make a great family pet, and she does like being around other cats. This is Nebula. She's a female domestic long hair cat, and she's about 8 weeks old. She's extremely fluffy, so she's going to have one of those coats of hair that you do have to brush. She's very active and curious. She just loves to check everything out, and she does like being with other kittens. This is Gamora. She's a female domestic short hair kitten, and she is about 8 weeks old. She's active, very playful with other cats. She is basically a purr machine. She doesn't stop purring, and she is super curious. This is Joe Jr. He's a male domestic short hair mix, and he is about 8 weeks old. He is probably one of the most active kittens that I've ever come across. So be prepared for the shenanigans if you take Joe Jr. home. He loves toys and playing, and he also does not stop purring. This is Fred. He's a male domestic medium hair mix, and he is about 8 weeks old. Fred is definitely a more mellow kitten, likes attention, but is perfectly happy just hanging out, maybe sleeping a lot. And Fred has 4 litter mates here, so he does get along with other cats and would love to go home with a family.
All right, Melissa, what can you tell us about Kitten Care?
So we have a lot of kittens here for adoption at the shelter right now. We did a big rescue with a group in New Jersey that we work with. So we took in about 46 kittens. There is a little bit of a difference between adopting a kitten and an adult cat. So some of the things to consider with a kitten are they are usually extremely active. They're going to be a lot more active than an adult cat. So you want to make sure that you've got some time to spend with them, some toys, some scratching posts. They love to climb things and jump on things and bat their toys all over the place. So versus an adult cat that would probably come home and just lay around and sleep a lot for the most part. So a kitten is also going to be so young that in order to handle any scratching on things, they would take to a scratching post probably pretty easily. And also they're so little that you can trim their nails quite easily if you get them used to having their feet handled right away. Kitten nails are actually super easy to trim because they're clear. And you can see what's called the quick, which is the pink part that you're not supposed to cut. So getting them used to that at an early age will definitely benefit you in the future as far as the cat scratching on things. Here at our shelter, we do want all of our cat and kitten adoptions to be inside pets. There are a lot of things outside that are dangerous for cats and particularly kittens because they have most likely never been outside before. So keeping a kitten inside is a pretty easy thing if they've never been out before. Just provide some enrichment for them, lots of attention, and they'll usually adapt very well to being inside pets. And then you don't have to worry about the fisher cats and the coyotes and cars and not so nice people that are doing things to cats outside. So. And then one more thing to consider when you're adopting a kitten versus a cat would be the food. Kittens have to eat special kitten food until they're adult cats. They're going to be growing at a really rapid rate up until they're about a year old. So you want to buy kitten food for them. And one tip would be, if at all possible, you might want to try free feeding your kitten. That would be if you leave a bowl of food out during the day with the allotted amount that they should have per day and just sort of let them graze throughout the day. You can do set meal times if you prefer that, but a lot of times a cat or a kitten gets very set to that schedule, and they're going to wake you up in the morning when it's time to eat and, kind of pester you at dinner time too. If you want to try to avoid that, which is not a big deal, but if you want to try to avoid it, you can do the free feeding, and then they just graze throughout the day.